Secretary of State Anthony Blinken has made an unannounced visit to Ukraine. America's top diplomat arrived in Kyiv overnight. Earlier this morning, Blinken met with Ukrainian officials ahead of talks with President Zelensky later today. NBC News chief foreign correspondent Richard Engel joins us now from Kyiv. Richard, good to have you with us. So why has Secretary Blinken made the surprise trip? What's on the agenda?
So a lot is on the agenda. His schedule is extremely busy, meeting with the foreign minister. He's expected to meet with President Zelensky later. He's met with the first lady in this country. He's met the prime minister. He's going to the embassy to meet staff. A very, very busy schedule. Laid a wreath at a cemetery to honor the victims of this war, the Ukrainian casualties. And according to what he said, that he's here to express support on behalf of the U.S. government, on behalf of the Biden administration, for Ukraine, for its war efforts. He's going to announce later today an additional $1 billion plus in American support for Ukraine, both military support and economic support. That's in addition to the about $66 billion that the United States has committed so far. And according to State Department officials, briefing sort of on the giving broader context, they say that this visit, which is the first visit by a senior U.S. official since the counteroffensive began about 3 months ago, is to show that the U.S. is still committed to bring attention of this conflict to the American people, because many in the United States haven't really been focusing on the war, particularly over the summer months. And that official said that this is almost like a back-to-school moment, where the two governments, the two administrations, the Ukrainian and the Biden administration, want to get together, want to make sure they're on the same page going into the fall, when the UN General Assembly meeting is just a couple of weeks away. U.S. Congress is getting back into session, so a restart to the new year.
Certainly a relatable way to frame that. So, Richard, Secretary Blinken's arrival comes just after Russia carried out airstrikes on the Kyiv and Odessa regions. What more can you tell us about that?
So the Secretary of State arrived overnight. This was an unannounced visit, but people who were involved in the planning obviously knew about it, but the arrival time was under embargo, and all the specifics about his travels in this area are embargoed until he's already at that location, or generally left the location that he's going to. And he arrived overnight by train from Poland, and about 3 hours before he arrived here in Kyiv, there was another Russian missile strike on this city, and Ukrainian air defenses shot down the missiles. None of them reached their intended target, and there were no casualties, but there was some minor damage on the ground. Attacks on Kyiv have not been as frequent, so it's possible that this was a message aimed to coincide with his visit. Although that's just a possibility. But attacks are only now about once a week compared to every day a couple of months ago.
All right, Richard Engel reporting from Kyiv. Richard, thank you so much.
Thanks for watching our YouTube channel. Follow today's top stories and breaking news by downloading the NBC News app.